Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Tuesday, February the 17th of the beautiful year 2026. And we're back for the 2026 PAL Cup, the round of 32 action. And today we are going to start our last of the round of 32 matches, the match between Serenity and TONI. Then, after that, after the first session, the first 9 games of this match, will conclude the match between the two Polish players, RURCZAK and ЩWIDR, who, as you can see, are already after session number 1. And RURCZAK is enjoying a 9-game lead, so this might be a very short session between the two Polish players. But what is sure that we will see 9 plus 1, so at least 10 games of Tetris in this stream. As you can see, also only players representing countries with white and red colors in their flags. So yeah, let's see what can happen today. This is not the only stream of today. We will have also later the second session between Michu and Blue Scooty at 22 UTC. The match between Serenity and TONI will be concluded tomorrow evening at 20 UTC, and this will be our 15th match concluded out of 16 of round of 32. There is one match left, but unfortunately Adam Irish is still injured, so we need to wait for the Irish player to recover. But from Thursday we are starting our first sessions of round of 16. The first players to start the round of 16 will be Robin and Gunther on Thursday at 16 UTC. They will play their first session, then Tugi and Hepta on Friday at 17 UTC. Yeah, we'll see if we can get more matches before the CTWC Austria, which will happen next week. If not, of course, we will play the matches after CTWC Austria. So, yeah, we don't have any time pressure on our shoulders, so we will see how it all develops. Of course, we don't wanna, play this tournament forever, but yeah, we will take it in a pace which is comfortable for all the players, and yeah, we'll see how it all develops. So maybe let me show you the bracket. Let's see what happened in the tournament so far. Yeah, this is the last match to start in the round of 32. The other matches are already finished or waiting their second session. Some pairings are already decided. The American matchup in round of 16 between AV and Le, the match between Shuichi and James, Tugi versus Hepta, and Robin versus Gunther. These are the matches that we have already. Most probably, yeah, Blue Scooty should be in a comfortable situation against Michu. 3 games only to complete the match. A big question mark between Serenity and TONI. This match is about to start in a few minutes. Of course, Serenity, the seed and ELO favorite. But we'll see how well the Swiss player is prepared for the event. The winner of this match between Serenity and TONI will play against Cobra, so one of the tournament favorites. Cobra, who had one of the tougher draws for round of 32, but as you can see, played really well against 666 underscore team, won the match 10-4, and is now waiting in the round of 16. So, the rules of the event, guys. We play a level 18 starts only, no line cap, so the players are able to play some longer games post-transition. We would like to see some good mullins going on. SPS controller and handcam are mandatory for this event, and we play reroll seed every game, so no more incrementing. This is a serious tournament, so yeah, we play a serious role as far as giving the players the pieces are concerned. Preliminaries and round of 32, we play best of 19 in 2 sessions. From the next 2 players, Serenity already has the experience of playing best of 19 as one of our qualifying tournaments throughout 2025. The Paldas Classic, held in summer of 2025, was a best of 19 all the way. So yeah, Serenity is kind of familiar with this format and seems to like it. So we will see how it goes. So we play 9 games today, as mentioned, and 10 games in session number 2, which is scheduled for tomorrow. Each session is played on a separate day. And our heroes of the hour, and Serenity, sorry, in the chat. Hello, Serenity, welcome here. So we have Serenity with a comp PB of 648,000 and current ELO rating of 1678. Toni with a comp PB of 583 and ELO rating of 1478. So 200 ELO point difference in between the ratings. So it means, according to ELO odds, Serenity is 76% favorite to win this match. Will it be the case? We are about to find out. Today the match will not be decided. Today we play the first 9 games of this match. As we play the odd number of games, one of the players will be in the lead. How big the lead will be? Every score between 5-4 and 9-0 results is possible. Of course, every player from this matchup would like to get as many games as possible. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. As mentioned, the match will be concluded then tomorrow. And Toni is also in the chat. So hello, Toni. Welcome here. Okay, and I see our players are alive, so I'll bring them to the screen just in a second. Oh, and I see that Toni made some progress. And it looks like Toni is finally having found a solution for a hand cam. So thank you very much, Toni, for doing it. We know that throughout the previous year, Toni struggled with it, and yeah, this time finally Toni found a solution to that. So this is good. And yes, Serenity with a hand cam as well. So all good. The rules are fulfilled, so we will be able to start their match very, very soon. I'll give them the pieces for game number 1. As it will be e4, a1, 3a, e4, a1, 3a. This will be the pieces for game number 1. Yeah, and it looks like this is our last match of round of 32 that we are starting. The other matches already completed or awaiting their second session, but good that we have already 2 sessions for this match. So today is back to back, so yeah, we'll be done with this match tomorrow. e4, a1, 3a, e4, a1, 3a. These are the seats, or this is the seat. These are the pieces, or how do you say it in English? English difficult. And it looks like Toni gets company. No, that maybe Toni gets live audience, but the person behind the door decided not to come in. So yeah, all good. And yeah, it looks like our players are ready. So the game number 1 between Serenity and Toni starts in a 3, 2, 1 Tetris. And of course, Toni saying good luck, have fun. Of course, good luck, have fun to both players. Yeah, let's see how it goes. The seats are correct, so we are officially in game number 1 of this round of 32 match. And let's see who of the players will be able to get an advantage going in session number 2, and how big the advantage will be. Oh, and Toni starts with a little bit of a difficult situation. Serenity's board is also climbing, and Serenity can't do anything more. Serenity tops out after 1 lines and 760 points, which means Toni is good, and Toni wins this shaky game number 1. Oh my. This was a very shitty RNG, to be honest. And yeah, players couldn't survive too long, and they are having early top outs, but Toni was able to get some more pieces. And here is your seed for game number 2, C716BD. We don't increment pieces, guys. I told the rules before the tournament started. We don't do increment anymore. We get reroll seed every game, so no more incrementing. Please put the new seeds. There is no more choice to go for increment. And hello, Lucari 0 Place. Welcome in the chat. Okay, so Serenity is ready. Toni is ready. Game number 2 of this match starts. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, we play a serious tournament. We play our main event. So yeah, we go for. I decided to do it like a CTM style. With reroll every game. Sometimes we are getting stuck in a bad sequence. But we had a match between Scooty and Michu last week, their first session. And despite re-rolling the seeds every game, the players were also stuck in some bad sequences. So yeah, you never know what you get. But yeah, serious tournaments require serious rules, right? So Serenity starts with 68,000 with another Tetris 91, so 4 Tetrises in a row. So definitely a better start, but Toni now gets a little bit of a difficult situation to deal with. And Toni is now fighting to survive this board, but unfortunately Toni won't be able. Oh my. 30,780 points. Another early top out. What a shaky start to this match. Serenity, you are good. You equalize immediately. It's 1-1. Toni, don't say sorry. I played also a terrible match against Sam. I wasn't able to win a single game. So yeah, maybe you will get more luck. Maybe you can win at least one game. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Your apology for apologizing is not accepted. So the seed for game number 3 is 0C97C1. 0C97C1. Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. C97C1. Yeah, the seats are correct. Toni is a little bit behind, so maybe I'll refresh the Swiss player. And yeah, let's see how this game develops. And while the players are in their opening phases of game number 3, let's hope that they can play a little bit longer so that I can announce something or remind you about something. Then we have a Maturino prize pool for this event. We are currently at $523 US, so which allows us to pay the top 8 of the event. But if we are able to get $1,000 or more from your generous donations, we will be able to pay the top 16 of the event. So if you have some money you would like to spend on Tetris, this is your perfect opportunity. You can click on the link in the chat and donate some money. Every donation is fully appreciated. So yeah, if you have some money you would like to spend on Tetris, feel free to click on the link in the chat. 125 for Serenity, 97 for Toni. Okay, Toni reopens the well and gets a piece. 104 for Toni, 148 for Serenity. And Serenity with another Tetris increases to 172. Toni meanwhile with 120. Yeah, definitely the longest game of the match, which is good to see. And let's hope maybe we can get a double transition game. Would be cool. Yeah, for those who maybe didn't see the announcement or something, there will be a little bit of a break in the tournament, as next weekend we have the CDWC Austria tournament, and I'm going there, so there will be no matches between February 26th and March the 2nd. Yeah, I'm also going with some guys after tournament to watch the ski flying World Cup event in Kulmbad Mitterndorf in Austria. This is a few hours away from Vienna, from Vienna, from the capital city of Austria. And this will happen on Sunday. The tournament is on Friday and Saturday. So yeah, and as far as I know, Toni is also coming. So happy to meet you again. I need to train my Swiss German. I heard an interview with a Swiss hockey player during the Olympics, and I couldn't understand a single word, so I need to train my Swiss German more probably. 272 for Serenity, 291 for Toni. So Toni slightly ahead. This is not a big difference. This is only like a few thousand points. But Toni is also a few lines behind. It's like 5 lines behind currently. So Toni is in a real lead in this game. And it looks like Toni is having a pretty efficient game. This to say. So this is about 30,000 points real lead for Toni, if we consider the line counts. And we are approaching the transition about 30 lines. So it looks like we are going to witness the first double transition game of the day. I hope I didn't jinx it. I hope I didn't curse it. I still believe that commentator curse is not a thing, because all what I say is kind of with a delay to what the players are actually doing. So this can't be real, right? The commentator curse in this kind of setting. Of course, maybe, you know, in a live tournament when you commentate live what's going on, but yeah, I receive the player's signal with a little bit, few seconds of delay, so I really believe commentator curse is not a thing. 431 meanwhile for Serenity, 457 for Toni, and we are closer and closer to transition, so players will be aware with your board state. It looks like the game will be decided on level 19 speeds. Serenity with a Tetris, 458 transition. Toni transition to 488. Toni has advantage on transition, but Toni can't survive any longer and tops out at 488, 780. But Serenity is also topping out, so Toni has more points, and Toni wins another game. 2-1 for Toni, 463, 520. Not enough, but double transition game for both players, which is good to see. And yeah, GG's to both of you. Let me give you some pieces for game number 4, which will be 20E8 A4, 20E8 A4. Yeah, so Toni, you see, you do a lot better than myself. You already won a game, 2 games, so 2 games more than myself. So Don't apologize for early top outs. Yeah. Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And can we see our favorite score after 2 games, which is 2-2-2? Let's find out. 2-0 E8 A4. Yeah, we are good with the seed, so we are officially in game number 4 of this match. The fourth game out of 9 played today. And we are also guaranteed at least 2 games in session number 2. So there will be no 9-0 result, which is also good. Oh, but Serenity starts with a little bit of a complicated board. Okay. This is doable, but of course every move has to be executed without no misshifts and so on, and Serenity is doing a great job. Serenity should be fine with dealing with this situation. Oh, okay, Reombus Duel 21 for Serenity, 36 for Toni, and yeah, we are in this game number 4. Now Toni needs to reopen the well, Serenity also. So both players trying to find a solution. $69 for Serenity, 64 for Toni. And now Toni, okay, opens the well and gets some pieces to the left to, to fill the left side. And a Tetris for Toni. Serenity opens the well, waits for a long bar. And there is a Tetris for Serenity. 118 plays against 114. Both players with Tetrises. So Serenity is 6,000 points ahead and 2 lines ahead. So this is the current state of this game number 4. Okay, now both players in a mid-stack situation. It looks like when the RNG is not that favorable, both players yeah, get in some similar situations. They play the same pieces, right? So why am I surprised? 198 for Serenity, 196 for Toni. Toni gets another Tetris. Serenity needs to prepare the Tetris readiness. And another Tetris for Toni, 242. Serenity with 205. So Toni was able to get a little bit of an advantage. And Serenity is building for a Tetris, waiting for some favorable pieces. Oh, and Birdie gets the long bar over to get the Tetris, but fortunately for Serenity, yeah, the 4-line clear happened. 254 for Serenity, 290 for Toni. Yeah, less than 40 lines before transition, so still some lines to be cleared on 18 speeds. But yeah, it will be cool for the players to be aware of the line count, as the level 19 transition can surprise really, really quickly. 300,000 for Serenity, 337 for Toni. Both players trying to prepare their boards before transition, but both players with some inaccuracies. Toni with a slight advantage of about 17,000 points, so a little bit less than a Tetris. So let's see who can be more efficient. Tony would like to see a T for a dismount. Oh, but hangs an S piece in a very weird way. And this might be a game-killing move for Tony, and Tony can't survive any longer. 372 and Serenity takes this game. Serenity was able to get the required number of points. Of course, Serenity, if you want to play this out, feel free to do so. Not that far away from transition it is. So we have our favorite score after 4 games, guys, which is 2-2. GG's. Serenity, this is a Tetris setup and Tetris for Serenity for 30,000. A little bit of a struggle game, but a 19 Tetris is a good thing to have. GG's, 431, 580. And we have 2-2 after 5 games. Well done. So, seed for game number 5 will be E7, 70, B7, E7, 70, B7. And Serenity with readiness. And Tony is ready as well. So, game number 5 out of 9 starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. E7, 7, 0, B7 for Tony. And we have a little bit of lag on Serenity's end. Okay, Tony, please play out as for now. We've lost Serenity, we have a little bit of a delay. We'll try to refresh. Okay, Serenity is back with 4 lines. It's now with 6, Tony with 7, so yeah, it should be good. The seats are the same, so we are officially in game number 5. 25 for Serenity. Now with this Tetris, more points, but it's still, yeah, kind of buffering. I hope it's like only a temporary thing. And Brit QK in the chat. Hello, welcome. So Tony with 60,000, Serenity with 50,000, but Serenity some lines behind because you know this stream issues, so to speak. So yeah, we'll try to refresh once again. Okay, and we have both players more or less in the same line count. And yeah, it's 2-2 after 2 games. In this game number 5, Serenity is ahead in points. It's at 144 after 34 lines, 112 for Tony after 37. $73 for Serenity, 140 for Tony. $189 for Tony, $243 for Serenity. And we are like halfway through level 18. Oh, and Serenity with a very nice adjustment for a Tetris, 316 after 76 lines. Toni with 243 after 77. Serenity keeping this center well and gets the long bar, gets a Tetris. 344, Serenity 269 for Toni. And another Tetris for Serenity. This was 364, Toni 273. So Toni now is struggling a bit, but was able to open the well, gets a nice center well Tetris, and now Serenity is in a dig mode. Toni is clean, so this might be a chance for the Swiss player to maybe reduce the deficit a little bit. 391 for Serenity, 299 for Toni. Toni Tetris ready. Oh, but misshifts, and this is now causing a lot of troubles, and Toni can't do anything more. Toni tops out at 300,200 points, which means Serenity is good. Serenity takes game number 5 and leads 3-2. GG's. I don't know how much of a delay we have on Serenity's stream, but Serenity, if you play this game out, nothing bad happens. This is like only a few lines away. Oh, and we have Serenity at level 19, speed with 482. Okay, so still waiting for a 500k, but we had some decent games from Serenity, the third game in a row with a score of at least 400k. Yeah, but this might be a good Mullen on 19. Oh, but this is now getting a little bit difficult. Can Serenity bring some magic? Unfortunately not, so not yet for 500k, but 493, 900 is more than enough to take this game. And Serenity leads 3-2 GG's. So the seed for game number 6 will be 70, 89, 45. And both players are ready, so game number 6 of this match starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, the seats are correct, so we are good. We are in game number 3. Sorry, game number 3, game number 6, sorry. Game number 6. Out of 9 for today. So we have 71,000 for Serenity, 38 for Toni. Oh, and Toni is going risky for this central Tetris, but got rewarded for it. Serenity needs to open the well and gets a long war for Tetris. 119 for Serenity, 64 for Toni. So 215 for Serenity, 140 for TONI. So are the scores after around 50 lines of this game number 6. Serenity, 232 for TONI. So Serenity once again ahead, outpacing our Swiss competitor. And TONI gets a nice Tetris. 327 for TONI, 384 for Serenity. And Serenity gets another Tetris. TONI gets a Tetris as well. But Serenity now needs to address the situation on the board, but is getting perfect pieces to deal with the situation. Okay, now maybe not every single piece was perfect, but yeah, we're good enough. And Serenity with 417, TONI with 380. Another Tetris for Serenity. TONI reopens the well. And TONI should be Tetris ready pretty soon. Needs to reopen the well, gets the well open, and is Tetris ready. Meanwhile, Serenity with 463, TONI with 385. And it looks like this might be the first 500 plus score for Serenity in this tournament. Yeah, but both players now need to deal with this weird sequence. Oh, and TONI misdrops the Z piece, and this is looking like a top out. Unfortunately, it is a top out. 391, 780 for TONI. And it looks like Serenity is slowly but surely improving in this match. Better and better scores are coming, and this will be the best score of the match so far. Yeah, let's see what will be the final score of this game number 6. Serenity transitions with 565. And let's see. Longest game for Serenity so far was 146 lines. So this game has a potential to be the longest game. Oh, but Serenity needs to be careful. Yeah, this is tight for the longest game, and here is now officially the longest game. But yeah, only improved by a few lines, 149 lines with 578.040. A very, very tolerable score. And it's 4-2. 6 games in, 3 more games to go today. The seed for game number 7. This will be DF E7 78, DF E7 78. Yeah, TONI was fighting in the previous game, but got stuck in a very weird situation. Unfortunately, couldn't survive before transition. And yeah, Serenity took advantage of this situation. Okay, so both players are ready. Game number 7 starts in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 50,000 for Serenity, 28 for Toni. Toni gets gets this center well set up. And those setups might be tricky, but Toni is trying to do a good job keeping it ready for a Tetris. 77 for Serenity, 56 for Toni. Oh, and Toni got a long bar as soon as he closed the well. The so-called classic troll bar. 62 meanwhile for Toni. Serenity with 102, and Toni's board is climbing and climbing. So the Swiss player needs to stay focused, and Toni can't do anything more. This center well set up was too much, and 64,000 top out, which means Serenity is good for game number 7 and leads 5-2. This means no matter what happens, Serenity will be in the lead after session number 1, as Serenity already won 5 games. So 5-2 after 7 games. 2 more games to go today, and here is your seed for game number 8, the penultimate game of the session. EE B3 C6, EE B3 C6. This is the seed for game number 7. And the players are ready. So game number 8 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, and once again we have some buffering on Serenity's end. Serenity's some lines behind. Maybe we can get Serenity more up to date. Yeah, here we have. So EE B3 C6. So we are good with the seeds. And yeah, let's see what can happen in this game. Serenity won 4 games in a row. So Toni would definitely would like to win the next game. Would like to stop the bleeding, so to speak, and winning at least one of the next 2 games. Still give Toni some catching distance for session number 2. Of course, in ideal case scenario, Toni would like to win both of the remaining games. But if Serenity can win both of them, then yeah, Toni will be in a very unpleasant situation. So yeah, 2 games to play, but the outcome of them, yeah, changes the situation in the match. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see how it goes. Score update: 150 for Serenity, 152 for Toni. So it looks like we have a very neck and neck start to this game number 8. $200,000 for Serenity, 203 for Toni. So still very close. Toni with a Tetris, Serenity with a Tetris. This time Serenity 8,000 points ahead, so yeah, the lead changed, but yeah, the points difference is still very low, so everything can happen. But now Toni is stuck a little bit in this mid-stack situation. Serenity got a Tetris. And hello Chen, welcome in the chat. $294 for Serenity, $278 for Toni. Now Toni's clean Serenity is not Tetris ready. Oh, and misdrops the LPs in a weird way, but this is not that bad of a misdrop. Serenity can easily survive it. Toni 342, Serenity now with 312, so Toni regains the lead in this game. And we still have over 20 lines before transition, so slowly but surely we are approaching the transition, so the ultimate speed of PAL. And Toni gets another Tetris, 411 for Toni, 341 for Serenity. Toni keeps Tetrising, so it looks like Toni might go with a lead into transition. And neither player was able to get a deep run into 19 today. So will the advantage on 18 be enough for Toni to win this game? 460 for Toni, 363 for the Serenity. So Toni is enjoying a very good lead. But of course, Serenity can get some good 19 games. Maybe not yet today, but everything can happen. Toni transitions with 508, Serenity with 436, so around 70k advantage for Toni going into transition. Toni is able to squeeze some lines on 19 and is able to open the well. And Toni is able to bring the board down, so very nice down stacking by Toni. Serenity can't do anything more. Serenity tops out, and this is a very important game for Toni. Toni wins this game, and Toni, from Toni's perspective, it's only 3-5. We have one more game to go today, and yeah, well done, Toni, for achieving your first 500k of the match. So, the seed for the last game of today, which will be 1897-75, 1897-75. Yeah, so some kind of a favorite seed for the players. They really like getting those seeds with only numbers, with no letters. So, yeah, so very nice way to finish the session, so to speak. Yeah, and guys, this is your last game of the session. Regardless of what your opponent do, feel free to play this game out if you want to. So, game number 9 starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 189775. Yeah, the seats are correct. The seats are the same. So, we are officially in the last game of session number 1. The match will conclude tomorrow at 20 UTC. Serenity with some kind of a tower, not a classic Finnish tower. Towery situation. Now Serenity is able to... Oh, maybe not yet. I want to say that Serenity is able to regain the full control over the board, but not yet. Serenity still needs to burn some lines. Toni is also a little bit higher. Yeah, but both players able to downstack, and yeah, 76 against 75. So similar scores. Neither of the players was able to get an advantage in the opening lines of game number 9, and we are playing a neck-and-neck game. .124 Serenity, 125 Toni, the same line count. Yeah, so as close as it can get. For Serenity, 149 for Toni. Serenity with a cleaner board, but Toni should be able to reopen it real quickly. Oh, but now gets some weird pieces and is stuck in this, situation here. Okay, but slowly but surely, Toni should be able to, reopen it, gets the well open, gets the Tetris, and Toni is currently at 183, Serenity with 203, so Serenity was able to build one Tetris advantage over Toni. Still have many lines to play, so the situation can change. But, it's always better to be ahead. And a nice S spin for Toni, so no Tugi spin here. Yeah, Tugi will be playing on Friday, so if you miss some Tugi spins, then yeah, we'll have the opportunity to see how Tugi is doing some Tugi spins. So feel free to join our streams later this week. 259 for Serenity, 259 for Toni. Serenity keeps skimming the lines and reopens the well. Toni is now Tetris ready, gets a long bar for a Tetris. Needs to take care of the left side though. And now it's looking kind of weird for Toni. There were no favorable pieces to fill the left side. Toni was forced to create some holes, but yes, the board is manageable. 315 for Serenity, 291 for Toni. Toni was a very nicely built right side of the board, so probably Toni will be playing for left well for a while. Oh, and a misdrop of both S and Z, 2 pieces in a row. Serenity with 342, Toni with 299. Another Tetris for Serenity. And Toni is looking for a solution to this board. Slowly but surely Serenity is running away with the score. This is like about 2.5 Tetris advantage, and we are approaching the transition. The transition is closer and closer. So it either will be 6-3 for Serenity or 5-4 after this game. Going into, the mid-session interval, or how do you call it in English? 418 for Serenity, 358 for Toni. And Toni is risking for it, but gets the long bar. Serenity transitions with 468. Toni can get one more Tetris before transition, and transition with 410. Toni gets... Oh no! Doesn't get this Tetris. Can't put the long bar to the right. And this will be it for Toni. Toni tops out at 410, 082. Which means Serenity is good for the game and leads 6-3 after session number 1. So, Serenity 3 games advantage. But yeah, after a shaky start of this match, both players were able to give us some good games, and yeah, it looks like both players are having fun. This was good to have. Yeah, thanks for the thanks. The match will conclude tomorrow at 20 UTC. 6-3 is the result after session number 1. But it is not, guys, everything what we prepared for you today. We will have yet a second session of the other match later. So, the match starts after 9 games. Here they are. 578, highest score for Serenity, 521 for Toni, and Serenity with some decent scores in terms of average and median losing scores and lines. Toni had maybe a little bit more of early top outs, therefore the stats look a little bit worse. But yeah, this is good way to end the session, as both players were able to bring some good games. Hopefully they will be able to do similar tomorrow in the second session. So yeah, guys, the next session, the next match we have in schedule is the match between RURCZAK and ЩWIDR. The match starts in 8 minutes. So yeah, if you wanna get some time for a break and so on, feel free to do so. Yeah, I also need a few minutes to prepare the other match. So in 8 minutes we will have RURCZAK versus ЩWIDR, the second session. So see you at the other side of the break. Yes, so we are back after a short break. And yeah, we'll have now the second session of the match between two Polish players, RURCZAK and ЩWIDR. As you can see, the players' profiles on your screen. RURCZAK, player with over 1700 ELO, 671 comp PB. ЩWIDR over 1500 ELO, 570 points. Yeah, so before the match starts, RURCZAK was more or less 3-1 ELO favorite to win this match. But after session number 1, RURCZAK won. Is in the lead, won all 9 games. Didn't give ЩWIDR a chance to win a single one, and RURCZAK is now 1 game away from advancing to the next round. And hello Jadavan, welcome in the chat. Yeah, Polish match, but as you can see, probably the most of the job was done in session number 1. Now ЩWIDR will need to prepare a miracle to come back to this match. Needs to win 10 games in a row. Yeah, she definitely needs to open a window here. That's that's right. Yeah. So this is how it looks. Yeah. So we know that ЩWIDR is the very first person who was able to come back from a 0-4 deficit in a best of 9 match. The first ever reverse sweep in a best of 9. But the reverse sweep in a best of 19. This would be something. So yeah, we are about to find out how it all goes. Yeah, RURCZAK with some great performance already in the session number 1. Yeah, one of the top 16 seeds. So maybe, as we have a little bit of time, let me show you the bracket once again. We are in the gray part of the bracket. 3 out of 4 matches in this part of the bracket are already decided. Tugi plays against Hepta, Elias, who won yesterday, against Dobry, and now we have RURCZAK versus ЩWIDR. The match of this match will play against Elias in the round of 16, so this won't be an easy match for the winner. Yeah, and as you can see, slowly but surely we are bringing the round of 32 to an end. And we will be starting round of 16 matches on Thursday. Yeah, and we'll see how it all goes. So as for now, we have this match which will start in a second, but also today at 22 UTC, so 4 hours from now, we'll have the second session of the match between Michu and Blue Scooty. Yeah, so another Polish player on the stream today, but Michu is in a very difficult situation. Is 2-7 down after session number 1, so Scooty needs only 3 games to win the match and advance to the next round. So before we start the second session of this match, for those of you who don't know, who are not familiar or are here for the very first time, the rules. We play level 18 starts only, no line cap, so the players are able to give us some good level 19 Malens. We are happy to see them. SPS controllers and handcam are mandatory for this event, and we play reroll seed every game, so no more incrementing. This is a serious tournament, so serious rule in this regard. Preliminaries in round of 32, best of 19 in 2 sessions, 9 games in session number 1, which for this match already happened, and up to 10 games in session number 2. Only 1 match so far needed the full distance, the match between seed number 1, Merke, and Weisbrod. Yeah, the very dramatic match, to be honest. Merke at some point 7-3 ahead. It looked like, yeah, this will be walk in a park, but now no. Then Weisbrod won 5 games in a row, and the match became a very dramatic one and needed all 19 games. As you can see from round of 16, we will increase number of games. We will play best of 25 in 3 sessions, 8 + 8 + 9. And yeah, round of 16 starts on Thursday, as mentioned. Each session is played on a separate day, which is of course the rule is fulfilled here. Okay guys, so the players were introduced, the rules are on your screen. The schedule time is also there, so it's time to bring the players to our screen. And as I can see, both players are live, so give me a second and you can see them also. And here they are. So, RURCZAK and ЩWIDR 9-0 result after game number 1. RURCZAK camera adjustment will be needed as we don't see your hands and your controller, so only after you adjust it I will give you the pieces for game number 10. Oh, and RURCZAK immediately does it, so thank you very much RURCZAK. ЩWIDR in his ski jumper suit. Yeah, this is a very good suit, very successful Olympic Games in terms of ski jumping, and yeah, 3 medals for the Polish jumpers, and yeah, definitely the highlight of the Olympics for Poland so far. Okay, and we have of course Shuichi, good luck commentating ЩWIDR. So yeah, the classic one is there as well. So the seed for game number 10 will be 026A71, 026A71. This will be the seed for game number 10, the first game of this session. And maybe the last one. But yeah, if ЩWIDR has opened the window, maybe we will see more. ЩWIDR, how is the situation with weather on your end? Is it snowing the whole day here in the north of Poland? In my region it's snowing the whole day, and I wouldn't dare opening window to be honest. But maybe in central Poland it's a little bit better. What about here? Okay, so the northern Poland is worse, so to speak. And also good luck playing Shuichi, of course, the classic one. Okay, so it looks like RURCZAK is ready, waiting for ЩWIDR to type the seed in and state his readiness. And then we will conclude the match between the 2 Polish players. We're getting from the northern Poland is pretty shitty right now. A lot of snow here, and the weather is very bad for traveling, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so it looks like our heroes are already ready. Game number 10, the first game of session number 2 between RURCZAK and ЩWIDR. Starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 026A71. Yeah, the seats are correct, so we're officially in game number 10. So ЩWIDR with a little bit more efficient start, no holes created. ЩWIDR got a Tetris, RURCZAK now needs to skim few lines to regain the full control over the board, and does so. And RURCZAK wrote southern too. Yeah, but you know, southern Poland, mountains and so on, so it's kind of expected. There is snow in winter here in the northern part of Poland, near the sea and so on. You know, the weather should be a little bit milder, but isn't. It's kind of you know, I wouldn't say bad. It's simply winter, right? But yeah, we haven't had have this amount of snow for like good amount of years, so yeah, simply not used to it. 144 for RURCZAK, 85 for ЩWIDR. ЩWIDR with another Tetris improves to 114. RURCZAK builds for a Tetris, gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. And 169 for RURCZAK, 115 for ЩWIDR. Oh, now ЩWIDR, some misshifts, and this is becoming oh, and this long bar hang, and this might be the end for ЩWIDR. Unfortunately, ЩWIDR tops out at 140,980 points, which means RURCZAK is good and takes the match in a sweep. RURCZAK, if you want to have your victory run, victory lap, feel free to do so. And yeah, you can play this game out if you want to. ЩWIDR, thank you very much for your participation in this event. Yeah, unfortunately, your Polish opponent was not giving you any chances. But you're not the only one who lost 10-0 in the first round. I'm also one of the kind of players who lost with this amount of points. So yeah, I know the feeling. But yeah, ЩWIDR, in 1 week we are going to Austria. We will go to the capital city of this beautiful country first for the tournament, for the Tetris tournament, and then on Sunday we'll have a chance to witness the ski flying World Cup in Kulm, Bad Mitterndorf. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this weekend, and yeah. Yeah, if you are focused on NTS sheet, then yeah, what can I say? The timings probably are off, and yeah, there is probably not much to expect in the correct version. So 370,000 for RURCZAK, and RURCZAK, yeah, is having his victory run, victory lap in this match. And let's see what will be RURCZAK's final score. Highest score in the match so far for RURCZAK was 614,000, so RURCZAK wants to beat that. He needs to prepare for some extensive 19 play. But you know, RURCZAK is capable of getting some good scores on 19. So yeah, with some with a good run, I think RURCZAK can get some good amount of points on 19. So let's see. Still few Tetrises possible here on 18. 2 more Tetrises. RURCZAK won't burn any more lines. It will be forced now to burn. Gets this Tetris, improves to 477 and transitions with 479. But this is not a friendly board for a level 19 transition, and RURCZAK tops out with 480 after 132 lines. GG's RURCZAK, you take this game and a match. I can't believe I want RURCZAK, come on. Yeah, so here is your match winner. RURCZAK won the match 10-0, and now we'll have a pretty difficult opponent, I have to say. So RURCZAK, you'd better prepare, because your next opponent will be Elias from Ecuador, or representing Ecuador. Maybe this is more adequate to say. But yeah, RURCZAK is there And yeah, so let me show you the match stats. Match stats after 10 games, 10-0 sweep for RURCZAK with 614,000. Yeah, ЩWIDR is eliminated in the round of 32. And I'll show you the updated bracket in a second. Yeah, both RURCZAK and Elias won their round of 32 matches 10-0. So one of them will have to taste a game loss. One of them will lose a game, and one of them will taste I don't know how to say it in English. English too difficult. Yeah, one of them will lose game number 1. So yeah. So one of them will definitely win 11 games in a row in this tournament. This is also the case. So here it is, the match stats, and here is the bracket. So the gray part of the bracket was the most disciplined one, so to speak. Their first finished the round of 32. So we have TONI versus Hepta and Elias versus RURCZAK, seed number 7 versus seed number 10. And I'm really curious how RURCZAK can approach this match. Elias showed that he can get some great paces, but also some very, very long games post-transition. There was like 224 lines in one of the games for Elias. So yeah, RURCZAK, you'd better prepare both your level 18 pace and your survivability on 19. This will be needed to challenge Elias. Yeah, so guys, this is what we have prepared for you for the first stream. We'll be back in about 3 hours 45 minutes for the second stream of the day, and this will be the second session of the match between Michu and Bluescooty. This will happen at 22 UTC. Yeah, so pretty late evening here in Europe, here in Poland, and afternoon in the United States of America. Scooty needs only 3 more games to win this match, and the winner of this match will face the infamous Fortnite player in the round of 16. Yeah, so maybe I'll show you also the ELO. I didn't show it like too often in this tournament, so maybe let's take a look what happened in the ELO standings after the conclusion of the matches in the round of 32. So currently Merke with 2016 points, the only player over 2000 points, but TONI is not that far away, 1998. Then we have Robin with 1837 and Elias and AV Geek, who are joining the 1800 club, 1815, 1808. Cobra, not that far away, 1797. Switch, 1791. Sam, 1787. Yeah, so some changes in the standings might happen. And yeah, RURCZAK, after winning this match against ЩWIDR, is currently at 1717. Only 2 ELO points behind Jesper. Jesper, who is no longer playing in this tournament, had to withdraw from the event, was unable to continue the matches. Technical issues, won against the Swedish player, and Jesper decided to withdraw. Therefore, RURCZAK, the next win, and you can overtake the Swedish player. Yes, so this is what we have prepared for you guys today for this part, for this stream. We'll be back 22 UTC, Michu versus Bluescooty. So let me check if there is someone we can rate. As I can see, Foxy is practicing, so yeah, let's go there. Let's check what's going on Fox's channel. And guys, if you have time, if you won't be asleep here in Europe, 22 UTC, Michu versus Blue Scooty, the second session of their match. So, yeah, I hope you have a nice rest of your Tuesday, and see you later. Bye bye.